Okay, let's talk about how to check a solution in an equation. So what am I talking about? Well, let's suppose you were given this problem 4h minus 1 is equal to 11, and you came up with the answer h is equal to 3. So is this answer correct? Well, we can always check all our solutions into equations to determine whether in fact we did this correctly or not. And this is really basic algebra skills, and this comes into play. It's super handy to know how to do this, especially on multiple choice tests. I'll talk about that here in a second. So this is something you absolutely need to understand if you're taking any sort of algebra course. So I'm going to get to exactly how to do this. It's not that difficult, but something you absolutely need to know how to do. But before we get going, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. I'm going to leave a link to my math help program in the description of this video. But I have been teaching math for decades, and I have come to the belief that anyone and everyone can be successful in mathematics, but you need two things. One, you got to be willing to do the work, and the second thing you need is super clear and understandable instruction, and that's where I think I can help you out. So if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level, definitely check out my math help program if you need assistance in mathematics. Now, if you happen to be preparing for any kind of test with a math section on it, I'm talking about things like the GED, SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, ASVAB, AccuPlace, or CLEP exam, maybe a teacher certification exam. There's a ton of tests out there with math sections. I can help you prepare and pass those exams. If you homeschool, my middle and high school math courses were just voted #1 from a major homeschool publisher. Very excited about that. And if you need some math notes, I'm going to leave links to my math notes in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get into this. Here is my equation. Here is my potential solution. Okay, just because I solved this, is this right? Is this wrong? Well, let's get into this right now. Very, very easy, but I'm going to really highlight some things that you're going to want to remember. So let's get into what this is all about. Well, here's my equation. 4h minus 1 is equal to 11. If I'm saying h is equal to 3, okay, if I'm saying this is the solution, great. What that means is if I go back and I take this 3, because 3 and h are the same thing, and I replace this h with 3, okay, and I simplify this remaining expression, well, the left-hand value, when I do finish all this math, is going to equal to the right-hand value. Okay, so in other words, after I plugged in 3 right here, I got to simplify this, and it should be equal to 11. Okay, so after I finished all this work here, I should get 11 is equal to 11. If in fact that is the case, then indeed this is the correct solution. So that's what it means. To verify or check a solution in an equation. So if you want to go ahead and do this, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do this on your own, but I'm going to talk about something that students don't do that gets them in trouble when they're checking solutions to equations. So go ahead and verify this right now. Is indeed h equal to 3 the solution to this particular equation? Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Okay. All right, so again, when we're checking solutions, if I'm saying h is equal to 3, I'm going to replace this h with the potential solution. In this case, it's going to be 3, so I'm going to plug in 3 for h. Now, here's the thing that I want you to do. I always, always, always want you to do this. When you're plugging in a number, okay, into a variable, I want you to use parentheses, all right? Don't go like this. 4 times 3 minus 1 is that equals to 11. Do not do this. I'm telling you right now, I've probably graded over the decades maybe a million different homework test quizzes. Well, maybe not that much. I might be exaggerating. You get the point, all right? So I'm speaking from experience. When you and been doing this for decades, you see little things that students do that get themselves in trouble. If you do not use parentheses when you're plugging in values into variables, okay, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So get in the habit, not only with checking solutions, but evaluating expressions, functions, anything else like that. go ahead and use parentheses. Okay, so I really want to stress that, in this particular video. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. So I'm going to replace this h with 3, parentheses 3. So right now, this is 4 times 3, which of course is going to be 12. So 12 minus 1, I got to figure that out, right? The left-hand side. 12 minus 1 is 11. The right-hand side is 11. There's no more to do. So I'm going to look at this statement. Is 11 equal to 11? Yes, that's a true statement. So because that is true, h equals 3 is in fact a valid or the correct solution to this equation. Okay, so if you understand that, then you're going to be, well on your way to, validating and checking your solutions. Every single problem you do, every single equation problem you solve, you can check your own work, okay? But of course, you're going to have to know how to do it. But let's go ahead and give you an opportunity to practice this right now. So here is a nice, interesting problem. And what the cool thing about this is this, okay? Here's an equation, right? It's 2x squared minus x plus 3 is equal to 0. I'm saying is x equals 1 in the equation. In fact, this particular equation, there's 2 solutions. Don't worry about that. Let's just imagine this was a multiple choice question. Let's say A, B, C, and D. And let's say x is equal to -1 is right here. We got x is equal to 50 right there. X is equal to 0 right here. And then I would say maybe none of the above, right? And let's say you had no idea how to solve this equation. Most students are going to say, okay, I have to solve this, solve the equation, and then I'm going to get my answer, x is equal to whatever, and then I'm going to look and select the right answer. I'm here to tell you one of the greatest things about multiple choice tests when you see an equation and you have choices for your solutions is to check those solutions, especially if you don't know how to solve the particular problem. Even if you know how to solve it, oftentimes it's easier just to start checking your answer. Okay, so like 0, for example, I could plug in 0, I could be like, that's not it, and I can kind of quickly go through by a process of elimination to do this. So again, keep this in mind on multiple choice tests, all right? So this is a huge benefit when you are taking multiple choice tests and you have equations. All right, so let's go ahead and see if you remember what I told you to do here. And to check this particular equation, go ahead and pause the video and work on this for a second if you want to play along. But I'm going to move forward so we can wrap up this video. All right, so let's check if -1 is in fact one of the solutions to this equation. This equation actually has 2 solutions, but we're just going to see, is -1 one of those solutions? So what do I have to do? I have to plug in -1 wherever x is at, and I've got to do that using parentheses, okay? That's going to really help me not mess up, especially when there's negative signs involved, like a negative of a negative. This is where students make a lot of mistakes. So again, if you write everything out and then double check before you start doing the math, double check that you plugged everything in correctly. So I have 2x squared, that's going to be 2 parentheses -1 squared minus this x is in fact -1 parentheses -1 plus 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. So I have to use the order of operations. So I have to do powers first. Okay, well, it's parentheses first, and then exponents, which is power. So this is -1 squared. That's a -1 times a -1. That's +1. Okay, so 2 times +1 is going to be 2. Now, right here, I have a negative of a negative, okay, or the opposite of a negative, that's positive. So this is going to be a +1, so I have 2 plus 1. Then I have my 3 over here. You can see this is not looking good. So I have 2 plus 1 plus 3. That is a total of 6. Is 6 the same thing as 0? Is the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side? The answer is no. 6 is not equal to 0. Therefore, x equals to -1 is not the solution. Okay? So, again, knowing how to check solutions is critical, right? Every single equation that you solve, you can always check your answer. And on multiple choice test, it's even if you don't know how to solve the equation, you can check the solution. So this is an awesome skill. It's an absolute must-know critical skill. And if you knew all this, I must go ahead and give you your nice little happy face for today with an A plus 100%. Let me just write that correctly. And a bunch of stars, okay? I remember the good old years of 1975 when I was in first grade. I used to get all these stars while doing really good. I was so proud of myself. And back in those days, I don't know how it is now, but our pencils were huge. We had these big, huge blue pencils, and our papers, the whole dotted line. I mean, it's so cool going to first grade, second grade, especially back then, because yeah, the teachers were, I remember my first grade teacher smoking, and then they would let us ride these little cool tricycles, and we would just be like doing stuff that was, today would probably be considered pretty dangerous, but it was awesome. I definitely missed the first and second grade, but nevertheless, listen. Here's the deal, okay? If this video helped you out, if now you feel like, oh, okay, I can solve or check the solution to any equation, then that's the whole point of you spending a couple minutes with me. But don't leave the video without smashing that like button, okay? And maybe even subscribing to my YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years. I have over 1,000 plus math videos, from basic math to advanced math like calculus and everything in between. So if you like my teaching style, please take advantage of my content. I make this stuff for you, but my best math help will always be within my math help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.